and that dialogue is the only way out. The fighting in Nasir in the north of the country ending into civil war, and that is South Sudanese leaders can save the country from descending into civil war, and that dialogue is the only way out. The fighting in Nasir in the north of the country has now stopped. However, tensions remain high in the capital, Juba. President Kiir's faction has arrested some officials affiliated to Vice President Riek Machar's group. Security officers in Juba say they are investigating those arrested and that they are suspected of having links to the fighting in the north of the country. Riek Machar is calling for the release of his party members and army officers. South Africa says it stands ready to
Guys, this war in Sudan has been for many decades. In our time, it has been for in my grandma's time, in my mom's time. So this is a curse. Any fight that ran for generation, it's a curse because Sudan did not listen to God from the beginning due to this tendency of fighting, due to their aggressiveness. The enemy put in the hearts of the Sudanese that they are invisible. They feel like they are powerful. They feel like every issue they can bring peace by fighting. This is what they've been believing. Even when you find the Sudanese on the road, they will walk and cover the road. Whether the vehicle is coming, they don't really care. Whether some other people are walking behind them, they don't really care. If they feel like they are born to rule, and that is the plan of enemy. The enemy has put that feeling in their hearts. There's no way you can solve every issues that arise with fighting. Every issue has to be gun. First of all, these guns, it should be shameful for the African who are using the guns that they have not even produced. You don't know where these guns are manufactured. Second, the Sudan is the most richest country in Africa with many natural resources. God has blessed it. Even most of the natural resources are not yet discovered. There's so much to be done in Sudan, to be developed in Sudan. But the enemy put into the hearts of our leaders to fight, starting from they're fighting against the Arab Sharia rule. Up to now, they are fighting. This is now a tribalism. This is a tribal fight. Why should Sudan be reduced to two tribes? You cannot solve your own issue. You have to find a neighboring country to solve your issue. I want you to remember what John the Baptist was saying. There were soldiers coming to him. There were tax collectors coming to him, people that were believed to be sinners. But John told them, as you are coming, make sure that your repentance bring fruits. Make sure what you are coming. Otherwise, all that you're trying to do is useless. You think you will run away from the destruction. You are called a worshippers. You are worshippers of God. The people of Kush are worshippers of God. As Sudanese, South Sudanese, you are supposed to bring good news, to bring praise and worship to God. But the enemy has put into your heart the heart of dividing among each other. You are just brothers and sisters. You are just cousins. Noer and Dingas are just cousins. When the leaders disagreed, the whole roots here, they fired up against their tribes. So let this dialogue bring peace in Sudan. Let this dialogue bring lasting peace, not just a peace that when the brothers insult you, you result into fighting. Sudan is more than two tribes. There are 68 tribes the last time I've seen. If the two tribes cannot make peace, then the rest of us need to break out of Southern Sudan. So I think Sudan, if you guys continue to do this, of course, the new generation has to break out from you. We need peace that lasts, not peace that is today, in 3 months, another fight. And when you are rearing cattle, rear it in your place. You don't go try to occupy the place for the people of Sudan in the actual area. Sudan is for everybody. Everybody need to live in peace. Take care of your property. Don't enter somebody's property that's not yours. You see, Jesus is coming soon. You'll be doing good. You'll be caught in doing good. You know where you're going to end up. So we are tired. We are tired of the war in Sudan. We need a peace that is lasting. We don't need a tribal fight. The fight between the leaders. They are just opposite each other where you have... So you guys need to stop this fight. We need a lasting peace. Otherwise, the new generation has to break out from the two tribes. We don't need to continue fighting this war like this. We need peace. Sudan is for everybody. We need to live in peace. Before, 30 years, people could walk the whole night. Is it 30? Maybe 30 plus years ago. The whole night, somebody can walk from Oba to Magui. You can walk from Torit to Pajok. You can walk everywhere in, the hunters can go hunting for months. What are there people doing that? There was celebration. There was development, agricultural development. I live in where the agricultural production was so booming. Sesame production was coming from where? Sorghum, millet, cassava. Those food you are eating in Torit, in Magui, in Torit, in Juba, in Khartoum, and exported outside. Where was it coming from? It is where things were sold in sacks, not these small sacks, 90 kg sacks. So we need a lasting peace where people can go back to do development. People cannot keep buying land. The land is taken due to war. People are being killed. We need a lasting peace. You leaders of Sudan, this tribal fight should stop. You guys, please subscribe and share this video. This two fight between the two people, we don't need that fight. That's not a fight. Sudan is for everybody. We need peace. We need peace in Sudan, a lasting peace. Makabila, sunu ina taban makalamde. Kulu mayom dusuman. Kaleji kop. Kulu mayom. Nina taban. Anina dero. Ina madero musakil. Guys, continue to watch what is happening.
Help the East African country overcome the current security challenges.
Our leaders will ensure that there is peace in South Sudan, and there should be peace in South Sudan, and there has to be peace in South Sudan. We are not going to live under a barrel of a gun in South Sudan forever and ever.
Yeah, we need a real peace, not a peace that will be broken by the two tribes. Driving Sudan crazy. It is always a shame. Every news we hear from Sudan is fighting between these two people. And you're killing, shedding blood for no reason. Innocent people are dying for no reason. I have the right. I'm a human being created by God. This is my human right. I need peace in Sudan.
This African regional body, the Intergovernmental Authority on Development, has formed a ministerial committee to help the country move the peace process along. In 2018, a power-sharing agreement created the current government and ushered in the peace after years of civil war that claimed more than 400,000 lives. However, various aspects of the peace deal have not yet been implemented, including unification of the former warring groups into a single army. As South Africa now calls for return to peace and negotiation, it is also urging both sides to ensure the fighting in Nasser is the last the country sees. Patrick Oyet, SA.
Thank you, Patrick Oyet. Thank you so much. And we thank you also, the South African, for the peace talk dialogue between in Sudan. For the Sudanese, since they cannot solve themselves, they cannot solve their own issues. Thank you for your endeavor. May God bless you guys. And we need, this time we need real peace. We don't need this tribalism, fighting nepotism, And even this thing resulted because, probably there's mistreatment. I don't follow the story because I'm tired of what has happened in Sudan, the suffering in Sudan up to now, which is led by the people. Sudan is very fertile. It's a very fertile land. It's a land that it has no problem. I come from the background of farmers. To farm in Sudan, some places you have to weed twice or three times, but in part of Sudan, southern Sudan, no, you weed once, your crops is booming, and the produce abundance, it's a very fertile land. We need peace in Sudan.
ABC, Juba, South Sudan.
Thank you guys. Share this. Share this, people. We are tired. We need to talk about Sudan. We need peace now. We don't need to keep quiet. We have been keeping quiet for so long. We need to speak up so that if we are quiet, who will solve this peace in Sudan? Who will know that the people of Sudan are tired of Southern Sudan? We are tired. We are tired being refugees. We are tired running from place to place. We are tired. We need peace in Southern Sudan. There I said it. Deal with these guys. We are called to be the people who bring good news, to bring praise to God on Mount Zion. So when we are busy fighting, running from place to place, when we gather ourselves to focus on God and do the work of God and do that which we are called to do, what a blessed gift God has called us to be.